I hear people are being advised, like whenever you go maybe with your laptop, like you just don't log into Wi-Fi or something.
That is true.
Okay, why?
Basically, why it's advisable not to do that. Number one is because we have hackers. Now, in hacking, we have two types of hacking. We have the ethical hacking, and we also have the non-ethical hacking.
Okay,
So let me break it down a little. Now, ethical hacking, there are these guys who have learned hacking in a good way. Like ni mwizi mzuri.
Okay, how?
Ni mwizi mzuri, like ni mwizi mwenye anakuprotect. So a virus is not a disease. Let's have a difference on that, because somebody might say virus, can it be like coronavirus, can it be like malaria? No, it is a program that somebody sat down and came up with to make your computer to malfunction.
Hello, it's another beautiful time. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching us from. My name is Abigail Terrell, and I hope you are fine. It's another time, it's tech time. When I say tech time, I mean the part 2 of technology talk, and we are with Chris again. We want to still expound on technology, we want to talk about it more and more, because remember, we are changing, we are evolving. Every day is a tech day, and many things are coming up in the technology world. Robots are here, very many things, and we want to talk about different types of this technology, different things, how they affect us as the people, and even as the world at large. So please keep in touch. Remember to subscribe, share and like. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll really appreciate it. And welcome so much to this. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're good?
I'm doing good.
Since last time of our part 1 of tech, and we saw it twice, that we bring it back again so that we can talk more about technology.
I'm so privileged.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll pick it from last time. Last time we talked about, we didn't expound much on AI and on the technology on AI. We'd love to start with that. What's AI?
Thank you once again. Basically, as we had discussed previously, we talked of AI as an artificial intelligence part, which whereby the computers are being created to be able to think as a human being. So that's what we mean by AI, or artificial intelligence.
Okay. And application of this AI on daily basis, how does it work?
Well, AI, it has been used in so many things, particularly in communication. Of course, to give a good example is when we use something like a browser. For example, Chrome. Now, if you're a person who likes sports or YouTube, and your interest is of a particular area, so you realize that this AI, once you go to YouTube, definitely it will give you the things that you love, doing things that you love searching about. So that is what basically an example of AI. So number 2, we also have these cameras that we are using even now to record. They also are part of AI and robotics. So when we use robots, it is still part of AI.
Okay. How about the GIS?
GIS is a Geographic Information System. Basically, it can be used for mapping. It can also be used to track someone when you hear about that we are locating someone. So it is being used by also the DCI to be able to track people. Yeah.
Can I cut you short? Okay, we are talking about GIS. Is it the same that being installed in cars?
Yes, basically trackers, they normally use GIS in terms of,
Even finding of the location.
Finding of the location, even on your phone, is basically GIS.
Okay. Being in the tech world, are you excited about the new technology we are in?
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. That is in terms of the upcoming technology, and also it is giving us a platform to be innovative. We kind of we can be able to express our passion when it comes to technology.
Okay, talking of passion being
Yeah.
in technology, what are some of these things that we are seeing online? Different people have different passion. I want to talk about this passion that people have. What types of it are there?
When it comes to technology and passion, we have some things. Just to give example, we have what we call graphics. There are those people who are so passionate about drawing, and technology also favors this kind of people because back then we used to draw with our hands. You know, there are those people who could draw with their hands, but now we have things like stylus. So stylus can help you to draw on a computer system, whereby it has even more features, more editing features. We have those people who love photography. We have those people who love web design, web development. So if you have a passion in such kind of area, still technology can be able to cover you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about cyberbullying.
Yes.
And there's this hacking that happens.
Yeah.
You find that your account is being hacked. How does it really happen?
Basically, how hacking happens is that first of all, before a hacking happens, this person must get some history about you. So that's why I was telling you the other time that it's good to keep your information away from social media, because these people can be able to track you on how you're doing, especially if you're doing online transactions and how basically you do things online. So it exposes you, number one, for that. Number two is passwords. Now most of us, we tend to put passwords as with our names, ID numbers, date of birth especially. Okay, just to give an advice, please, if you've done that, you can reset your password. Use a different password, because sometimes when somebody can get your ID, they can be able to calculate your birthday, and definitely that is your number, your password, so they can be able to log in your account and hack your account. Also, WhatsApp that we are using, the type of Facebook that we are using. Sometimes you go to use somebody's phone, you don't log out. So that is how hacking begins, and then you realize that your account has been hacked. Otherwise, you are very safe.
Okay, in this hacking again, when someone has already hacked your account, we find that these people are being blackmailed. How can we stop that?
First of all, we are supposed to report such cases because we have what we call Data Protection Act, which is supposed to protect our privacy and data that we keep. So under the Data Protection Act, I know maybe most people don't know that, but it is an act that has been there actively in Kenya also, and you can report such kind of situations whereby these hackers can be able to be tracked down, and you can take them to the court of law, so they can be able to face the full law, and they can be able to pay you a good amount of money. So it is what we call Data Protection Act. So every one of us is protected. It's just that you need to go to Google, type their Data Protection Act, read about it, and know that you are protected. Even if somebody takes a picture of you without your own consent, it is also a problem. So we need to understand this act. How does it cover us up? So the best way to stay away from hacking is to change your passwords regularly. Ensure that your gadgets, you're the only person who is using it. Don't log into several devices, and that is how you keep yourself safe from
You've talked
hacking.
about Database Act in Kenya,
Yeah.
and how is the government of Kenya doing about all these things?
Of course, the government of Kenya, that is the ICT department, they have that act in place. It is a law. You see, when it's something is called an act, it is a law. So it means that this protection, it's supposed to protect us from any online activity, that our information or our data is being protected by these people who are gathering information from us. Of course, we have different types of organization that gets this information from us. So we are supposed to understand how this protection works, and definitely if somebody goes against the law, then they can face consequences for that.
We've seen the cabinet secretary of ICT and
Yeah.
Walo advocating for the tech world a lot. and we've seen the installation of Wi-Fi around markets. Is the importance of all this to the Kenyans? What is the importance of it?
Basically, the ICT sector, as I said, is just to make work easier for us. It is to make things move in a smooth way. Also, the technology can also assist us to do so many things at one particular time. That is why you can be able to access the government website or the government portal, several portals at the same time, instead of going to Huduma Center, staying there for the whole day, 2 days, 3 days. So that is why Eliud Owalo, they came up with such kind of initiative whereby people can be able to access information at their fingertips whenever they are. So that is why you can see technology is being pushed towards this. Also, we talk about e-money or electronic pay. So it is still part of the technology whereby you can be able to transact money easily and at an instant, and you can also be able to get statements. You can be able to track your transactions. So it is still part of a good thing that technology is going to do for us as Kenyans.
Okay, we've seen even the president talking about the government facilities going online. Do we see it's fully going to online everything?
Yeah. As time goes by, everything will be digitalized at one particular point, whereby all of us can be able to access information from at our comfort zone. We can be able to access information from anywhere we want. So as I can see, the emphasis that Mr. President and the ICT, Eliud Owalo are doing, as time goes by, we shall fully be digitalized as time goes.
We hope so for that. We've seen that technology is developing really, and do we have do you see some people will be left behind? Are you seeing a possibility of that happening?
Well, there's that gap, of course, in terms of technology. There's always that technological gap, and for you to avoid being overtaken by events is that you must ensure that you too are always trying to learn something new. So it is also going to give us that initiative of learning. It's going to push us to be able to learn every day as time goes, or else if you don't expose yourself, then you'll be overtaken by events.
Sure. Yeah. So keep learning.
Yeah, keep learning.
Logging in all those. Again, due to technology, we've seen advances in medical technologies. Are there downsides of all these things? Because we've seen that there are even robots that can do operations for somebody. Are there some side effects of it?
Well, yeah, of course, everything has its own good and the other side of it. So also money has a good side and a bad side of it. So in terms of technology, of course, the good side is that this AI or artificial intelligence doctors, as we call them, or medics, basically when it comes to operation, a long time ago we used to, somebody could be operated and you could see them, the remaining parts of the cut is so big, but this time round they just use a very tiny small place and they can do operation efficiently. So it is an advantage because first of all, it is accurate and sure of what it's doing. Also, it reduces the risk of somebody passing away because of operation or such emergencies. So it is a good thing, of course, and also the other side of it, maybe accidentally you can succumb to it, of course, it happens, but the benefits of it is way more than disadvantages.
Okay, when these robots are doing an operation, are they able to detect a danger is coming at them?
Yeah, they can be able to give percentages in terms of your heartbeat. They can be able to give percentages in terms of your level of pressure. They can give percentages in terms of everything that they are doing. So they can say this thing is going to be successful 99%, 94%, 98%. So also they can detect if there's a problem coming, especially if maybe let's say they're operating and your pressure goes down. They can be able to detect and say the pressure is going down. Then they can also give a solution to what is supposed to be done. So they have full information. They have all the abilities to detect, and that is why also the medics must be there to give the human input there also. Of course, you know, God has blessed us with so many various skills, so also we cannot leave everything to the AI things, so we also must be there to oversee. Where they can't do, we can do it.
Okay, in a hospital, we have different equipment.
Yeah.
We have an equipment for scanning, and we hear of stories like when somebody is being scanned, the machine can restart itself, and we find that the doctors will have a wrong
diagnosis.
Of the patient. So how is this going to be solved?
Of course, those ones, when machines are being produced, they are not fully formed. So when you get such kind of problems or feedback, now the next machine that is going to be coming, it will not have such challenges. So as time goes by, they will be reporting such kind of incidents, that this machine, we bought it and it has this and this problem. Now the next production of the machine will have good and efficient timings and efficient processes to do. So what we are saying is that you cannot use a machine for a very long time, because new machines are coming. Now the new machines will come with less defects like the first one, because they're being produced like every other time.
Okay, you've talked about new machines coming in, and they are the old ones. So what happens to the old ones now?
Basically, the old ones, they can be taken back to the manufacturing companies, so that they can be remanufactured again, or they can be reproduced again to fit basically what human wants, or the user. There's what we call user interfaces, the user friendliness of this machine. So when they are being left, they are taken back, and then now you cannot see them in the market. They say a very good example is mobile phones. You can see companies are producing different types of mobile phones depending on the user abilities or the user friendliness. So you might find that we don't have those phones like Nokia C20, like we don't have those Nokias that we used to have before. So where did they go to? They went back to the company, and they are now being produced to produce these new phones that we are using.
Okay, we talked about new things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of buying or purchasing a new product in terms of tech. So what are the advantages? Let's start with the number 4.
The advantages is that it comes with new inputs. It comes with new things that the other one, which was old, didn't have. So when you buy something new, it comes with more advanced things in terms of networking, in terms of the artificial intelligence that is in. So there are several things that it comes with. Now the disadvantage that you can say is one is cost, because the cost of purchasing a new machine can be expensive for us. Number 2, the user friendliness. Now you'll have again to go back and start learning about it because of the new advanced tech that has been added on this new gadget. So those are the disadvantages that maybe I've encountered with purchasing new gadgets.
Okay, what's your advice on purchasing new products?
Yeah, buy new products. That's what I can say.
That's great.
Products, yeah.
What crazy future technology are you looking for since we are evolving?
Since we are evolving, the future technology that I'm looking at is whereby we'll no longer use phones. Yeah, we'll no longer have mobile phones. We'll just be saying, call for me, Abigail, and it does that. So we'll be having a small chip. We just need a small chip. We can place it even in our ear, and there you go. You have your own phone, even on your goggles. So you can basically, that is where I can see we are heading to. Yeah.
Okay. We have different types of tycoons. People in business field, people in the politics. We have someone was talking about soon tycoons of tech will be coming. So is this true? Yeah,
it's true. Basically, we are going to have big people in technology because things are moving, things are changing, and we'll definitely have those tycoons when it comes to technology.
Okay. What's your take on dating websites and apps?
Dating websites and apps. Well, it also depends with the person. the person himself and how you check. But I've never used them, though I know they're there, but I've never used them because the pollution is so high. So they must use air filters to be able to breathe the oxygen that we are breathing. So when we use these cars, they are going to reduce the cost of fuel, and also it will be just chargeable, and you can move on. Same to motorbikes that the president launched the other day.
Okay, now I want you to help us to differentiate the normal car we knew with the electric.
The normal car that we knew, definitely it uses fuel. That is the main difference, basically fuel. Now the other one is chargeable. You can charge your car overnight and you can use it. So basically the main part will be fuel consumption. Yeah, so it will reduce the cost of fuel in terms of fueling your vehicle here and there. But once you charge your car, it can go to specific mileages.
People are worried because you can be charging it. Ukifika kwa njia inakufa.
Inazima.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a disadvantage too for that, but it will make us to be up to always check your vehicle, like always check your battery levels, always check your mileages. Of course, as a driver, if you've done driving, you understand what I'm saying, that there are some things that you need to check, of course, before you start your journey. So to avoid such. Also, you can see even now, we have even motorcycle people. They don't even look at the gauge. So unapanda boda, unakuta katikati ya timeisha mafuta. So it is also going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many science fiction movies present a dark vision of the future. Are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of humanity?
The future of humanity in terms of science and fiction. Well, I'm very optimistic. We are safe. We are very safe.
So there is no dark future?
There is no dark future. Of course, there are some, it also depends with how technology is going to impact somebody's life and how we're going to cope up with this technology. Of course, it has its own advantage and disadvantages, as we all know. Yeah. But we are safe. We are very safe.
Guys, we are safe.
We are very safe.
Let's talk about e-books. So what's all about this e-book?
The e-book thing is about online reading, whereby you can be able to get materials online. So you can have novels. Instead of reading novels manually, you can read it digitally on your phone, anywhere you are. So I will also encourage people to read novels, read books.
Reading is power, and it never stops.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay. So it also reduces stress. It also reduces depression.
Oh.
Yeah, at a very high level.
Okay. How does it impact education?
Basically, e-books and e-learning, it has improved education. It has made learning to be more easier, interesting, because we can do it even at our own home place. We can do it anytime we want, and that is the best part and the interesting part about it. We can be able to learn a lot of things. It is not just it does not confine you to one particular thing, but it is diverse, so you can be able to learn things in a diverse way.
It's wide.
It's very wide.
Oh,
yeah,
fine. So we've had this. We have people like saying, "Mimi computer yangu imeingiwa na virus." Let's talk about this thing, because we don't know. Kuna wengine hata tujui virus. Yeah, let's talk about it.
So basically, viruses are there, and when you talk about virus, it means something that makes your computer to malfunction, and that's what we mean by a virus. So a virus is not something that is caused biologically. It is created by someone. Somebody sat down and came up with this particular program, which makes your computer to malfunction, because computers are programmable. That's why we call them, they have programs. So a virus is not a disease. Let's have a difference on that, because somebody might say virus, can it be like coronavirus, can it be like malaria? No, it is a program that somebody sat down and came up with to make your computer to malfunction. So if you are exposed to such, then you'll observe that there is a malfunctioning of your computer system. And where do we get them? Where do we get viruses from? We get viruses from sites, the sites that we visit. Of course, we have some very unsecure sites that we visit on our mobile phones. We can click some videos, we can click some links, and eventually you tend to get these programs downloading themselves on your mobile phone or on your computer. Also transferring of flash disks. We have flash disks. Unaenda kwa cyber, flash disk unatoa hapa unapeleka pale. So at the end of the day, you will carry different types of viruses to your computer system.
Okay, I'm aware that we have public Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I hear people are being advised, like whenever you go maybe with your laptop, like you just don't log into Wi-Fi at all.
That is true.
Okay, why?
Basically, why it's advisable not to do that. Number one is because we have hackers. Now, in hacking, we have two types of hacking. We have the ethical hacking, and we also have the non-ethical hacking. Okay, so let me break it down a little. Now, ethical hacking, there are these guys who have learned hacking in a good way. Like ni mwizi mzuri.
Okay, how?
Ni mwizi mzuri, like ni mwizi mwenye anakuprotect kwa mwizi. Yeah.
Describe that.
When I say that is ethical hacking is that part of somebody learning on how to hack. But now they are there to protect you from hackers who can do malicious things.
Okay.
Yeah, so the ones who do malicious things are the ones we call non-ethical, because they hack to do something bad. But now hackers are the ones that we do, they protect you from these hackers. So when we talk about hacking, is just getting information of somebody without their own permission. So these people can log into your computer, they can log into your details without you knowing. So that's what we mean by hacking. Yeah. And when you log into these public Wi-Fi's, they have set a trap for you. So when you log in, definitely they can be able to access your M-Pesa transactions. Of course, they can be able to access information background without you knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've learned that. As we're winding up, so let's talk about addiction and how it is.
So basically, addiction, we have different types of addiction. We have the social media addiction. We have the gadget addiction. So basically, the best thing that you can do is to try as much as possible not to get addicted to such. Now, how do you know that you're addicted? Because maybe you are and you don't know.
Yeah.
So how do you know that you're addicted? Number one, if you cannot do without your phone for even 1 hour, just know you're addicted.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can contact me so that I can help you now to get out from that. Yeah, just do it practically at your own place or home. Stay away from your phone for 1 hour and see how you can. If you can do without it, then you are safe. But if you can't really, addiction is nothing. Yeah, addiction is nothing.
That's it. Thank you so much. We've had a nice conversation. We've learned. Personally, I've learned a lot about tech. As we are evolving, please make sure you evolve too. We are going with technology. We are advancing every day. So advanced. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So this has been part 2 of tech, and we've had a very nice conversation with Chris, and we've learned a lot, and I hope so you've learned too. And please remember to subscribe, share and like, tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember, this show is coming to you in courtesy of Elgon View College. And thank you so much to my director, Mr. Zeki. I appreciate. And make sure you tune in for the next episode. We are coming up with a very, very amazing guest again. We're going to talk about something different also. My beautiful name is Abigail Terop. Let's meet next time. Same place, different thing. Bye for now.